living in a place so remote, it feels like the rest of the world doesn't exist. These 20 communities redefine the meaning of isolation, living miles away from the hustle and bustle of modern civilization. Stay tuned as we explore the 20 most isolated communities in the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Facts Food and Fauna for more fascinating journeys into the unknown. Outline: Tristan da Cunha, South Atlantic Ocean. 1. Population: 250. 2. Isolation: over 1,500 miles from the nearest inhabited land. 3. Interesting fact: no airport, travel is only by boat, which takes 6 days. Pitcairn Island, Pacific Ocean. 1. Population: 50. 2. Isolation: settled by mutineers of the HMS Bounty. 3. Interesting fact: the island has no regular ferry or flights. Alert: Nunavut, Canada. 1. Population: few rotating scientists and military personnel. 2. Isolation: the northernmost inhabited place on Earth. 3. Interesting fact: temperatures drop as low as 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Supai Village, Arizona, USA. 1. Population: 208. 2. Isolation: accessible only by an 8-mile hike, helicopter, or mule. 3. Interesting fact: it's the only U.S. community where mail is delivered by mule. La Rinconada, Peru. 1. Population: 50,000. 2. Isolation: located 16,700 feet above sea level. 3. Interesting fact: it's the highest permanent settlement in the world. Oymyakon, Russia. 1. Population: 500. 2. Isolation: known as the coldest inhabited place on Earth, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Interesting fact: cars are left running to prevent engines from freezing. Easter Island, Chile. 1. Population: 7,750. 2. Isolation: over 2,000 miles from the nearest continental point. 3. Interesting fact: famous for its giant moai statues. McMurdo Station, Antarctica. 1. Population: up to 1,200 scientists and staff. 2. Isolation: one of the most remote research stations in the world. 3. Interesting fact: no permanent residents, all inhabitants are temporary workers. Coober Pedy, Australia. 1. Population: 1,762. 2. Isolation: located in the middle of the Australian outback. 3. Interesting fact: most residents live underground to escape extreme heat. Itokortormit, Greenland. 1. Population: 350. 2. Isolation: accessible only by boat or helicopter. 3. Interesting fact: surrounded by icebergs and polar bears. Yakutsk, Russia. 1. Population: 300,000. 2. Isolation: built on permafrost with temperatures as low as 80 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Interesting fact: despite its size, it remains isolated due to harsh conditions. Aogashima, Japan. 1. Population: 170. 2. Isolation: a volcanic island in the Pacific Ocean. 3. Interesting fact: accessible only by ferry or helicopter. Villa Las Estrellas, Antarctica. 1. Population: around 100. 2. Isolation: one of the few civilian settlements in Antarctica. 3. Interesting fact: residents must have their appendix removed before moving here. Barrow, Utqiagvik, Alaska. 1. Population: 4,500. 2. Isolation: plunged into total darkness for 67 days annually. 3. Interesting fact: the northernmost town in the U.S. Svalbard, Norway. 1. Population: 2,500. 2. Isolation: an Arctic archipelago with extreme weather. 3. Interesting fact: home to the global seed vault. Socotra Island, Yemen. 1. Population: 60,000. 2. Isolation: known for its alien-like flora and fauna. 3. Interesting fact: some plant species are found nowhere else on Earth. Kerguelen Islands, Indian Ocean. 1. Population: 45, scientists and researchers. 2. Isolation: no permanent residents. Ships arrive a few times a year. 3. Interesting fact: known as the Desolation Islands. Norfolk Island, Australia. 1. Population: 2,000. 2. Isolation: located between Australia, New Zealand, and New Caledonia. 3. Interesting fact: has its own language, a mix of English and Tahitian. Longyearbyen, Norway. 1. Population: 2,400. 2. Isolation: the world's northernmost town with a permanent population. 3. Interesting fact: residents are required to carry rifles due to polar bears. Colônia de Sacramento, Brazil. 1. Population: few hundred. 2. Isolation: nestled deep within the Amazon rainforest. 3. Interesting fact: one of the least accessible places in Brazil. These isolated communities showcase the resilience and adaptability of humans in the face of extreme challenges. Which one amazed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to Facts, Food and Fauna for more journeys to extraordinary places across the globe.